What is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel. I am Lonnie from Lettsome Gaming. Today we are doing another Silver Airways flight. Call sign Silver Airways 114. It's a flight from San Juan, Puerto Rico to St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands. Rear-wheel flight done in the ATR 72 as well as the 42.
Crew boarding starting.
And we are doing a second leg on today's flight as well. We are going to be going from St. Thomas down to Beef Island in the British Virgin Islands, also with Silver Airways. Both real-world flights flown by Silver Airways, and this will sort of conclude our Silver Airways ops. We are going to be doing some more ATR ops. I think we got about another 5 flights scheduled. I'll try to cram them in as much as I can into 3 videos, but we are doing a little bit of a Caribbean flight tour here. Hope you guys aren't minding me flying this aircraft currently. We will hop back in the Phoenix possibly after the little Caribbean tour that we're doing. So I got GSX loading up the aircraft right now. Passengers and baggage are going to be loaded. We are at, I believe it's stand D2, D3. It's kind of weird. There's no jetways here, and I'm pretty sure jetways are on this side of the terminal. And I also forget who the devs are for the San Juan scenery. I'll put all that stuff down in the description down below. So, without further ado, just up inside the cockpit, let's get things rocking and rolling. Come up top here. Switch the battery on. External power's coming on. Turn on our gens. Hydraulic powers. Crew supply of oxygen's coming on. Windshield heat can come on. Turn some of this other stuff on. Nav logo lights coming on. Perfect. Come down to the McDo here. Get the aircraft loaded. Now it's only a 20-minute flight to St. Thomas, and then it's another 20-minute flight or less down to Beef Island. It depends on the runway that we get for that arrival. Short flights, nothing too crazy. I hope I don't take too much of your time on today's flight. Call sign Silver Airways 114, and we're going from San Juan to St. Thomas. And we'll plug that in nicely. We are departing off of runway 8. There is no departure. We are going to be going direct Chaka. We'll go ahead and execute that. And we are expecting the ILS-10 down into St. Thomas. Awesome. Come over for the perf tab here. We're going to perf in it. We are expecting, I want to say 9,000 feet. Yes. 9,000 feet. Zero fuel weight tab 16058 on the zero fuel weight. Fuel on board 1382. Everything done in kilograms. We'll come up top here. We're going to go ahead and manually add in some fuel and payload here. So fuel should be good at 50%. And payload, we need 16058. We'll drop this down. %, payload, perfect. Numbers changed in there, awesome, awesome. That is ready to go. I'll go ahead and we can set our trim for takeoff. Fantastic. That concludes the McDo, I believe. Yes, it does. Okay, we'll come over to the checklist here. Always follow the checklist. Makes it very good. Very simple. Parking brake set altimeters here in San Juan. We have 29.902. So standard pressure is set and check. Landing elevation check. FMS, comm, and nav. Okay, so comm. We'll go 122.8. We'll enter that. Nav. I believe the ILS is 110.1. quickly pull this up here. 110.1. Plug that in there. That'll be our active frequency. Fantastic. That is great. Fuel quantity, fuel on board, check. Reset fuel use, check. Memo panel, check. Power management, automatically set to takeoff. Fantastic. Okay, before prop rotation, CDLs on, FMS and takeoff data is confirmed. Trims are set. Tail prop on board. Set. Doors, we are waiting for baggage. And then we should be good to go. Weather here in San Juan currently is, let's have a look here. So, winds are 090 at 10. It's going to be a nice headwind. Visibility at 10 miles. Scattered clouds 2,500. Scattered clouds 3,200. Broken clouds at 8,500. So it's going to be a cloudy departure up until cruise. Temperature 29 degrees. Altimeter 292. Hope you guys are enjoying the ATR content. I know it's something different. I'm trying to get them done as fast as I can because I know not a lot of people like to see the ATR. But I decided, you know, for the channel that we should do some Caribbean ops in it. Kind of do a little hop along down to the South Caribbean area. So hope you guys are enjoying that. And if you are, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you have not. I would greatly appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead and put these strobe and wing lights on. Waiting for the baggage to load up. First cart is all set, and poor guys, 29 degrees, and this guy is in a full-on, looks like, winter attire. Silver Airways does this flight in both the ATR 42 and the 72. I decided to go with the 72 just because it's a bigger aircraft. And wanted to give her a go. I don't think flight performance matters with the 42 or 72. I think it's all the same. One aircraft obviously seats more passengers. So should be good. I believe I have LRM finally working. I'm hoping. I did a test flight prior to the recording of this video, and everything seemed to be working. Now the problem I'm having is it comes up and it works for a couple days and then it doesn't. So I'm wondering, I've reached out to the LRM team and they've suggested me to do a couple workarounds. Currently testing them out. So far so good. One thing was, if you're not getting LRM to pop up, try to disable your antivirus for that program, because that could be conflicting the actual client from popping up when you land. It's kind of weird. I had LRM is shown connected, but for whatever reason it just wasn't working. So we'll see how it goes. It may or may not work, but it's always good to know, you know, your landing performance. I feel like I land this aircraft pretty nicely. Now I'm just gonna pre-warn you guys, flying into Beef Island, whatever runway you pick or whatever runway you get to land on, it is extremely spicy. One runway has a beautiful approach, the other one pretty much just a regular R&AV approach. But I have flown into that airport and there hasn't been a time where the winds aren't kicking my ass all over the place. So see what happens. We'll have to brace for impact. But the winds are pretty calm in St. Thomas. I think they were, I don't know, the winds are something at 6 knots, which is not too terrible. Baggage. Talk to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags left. So we've achieved 200 subs on the channel as of the recording on this day. I'm very thankful for that. We are trying to get up to 250 subs. We will be doing a another giveaway. I want to say it's the... might be the third or fourth giveaway we will be doing. Stay tuned for that. So don't forget, if you have not yet, 88% of the viewers that tune into my content are not subbed to the channel. So if you're not subbed, you want to win some good giveaways, go ahead and sub to the channel. And there are some requirements, but once you are subbed, you will be entered into the giveaway. How many bags? 1 bag left. Fantastic. Fantastic. Wheels and chocks. We're gonna go ahead and kill that. We can close the main door. Looks like we're done boarding passengers, and we're waiting for that 1 bag to go in. Fantastic. We'll go ahead and close the cargo door. Doors, seatbelts, beacon. Coming on. And that's the before prop rotation checklist. We'll go ahead and prepare for pushback. Technically, actually, I don't need to. I don't need to. We could just go do a straight out taxi. Engine start, switch over to the A and B position. We'll go ahead and run fuel pump number 2, and we're going to start without the prop hold. We don't need it. I don't know why he's hooking up. That could be because of me. I think I aborted it.
You need to stop the engines to request. You need to stop the engines to request ground services. You need to stop the engines to request ground services.
We'll disregard that. That is my fault. I'm gonna go ahead and we'll restart the Koodle. That'll eliminate GSX. Fantastic. Okay. Left side fuel pump on. Left side engine start switch on. We'll wait for a 10% NH percentage before we feather the condition lever. Fantastic. There we go. Feathering. We'll come back down to the before taxi checklist. FWS, recall, check, cockpit comm hatch, closed, condition levers, auto, anti-icing as required, true, external power 1 and 2 is off. We'll go ahead, we'll have to wait till the condition levers set to auto. Wait for our hydraulic pressures to come up there. Fantastic. True is on. Probes are on. Taxi takeoff lights are on. We'll go ahead and remove ground power. Anti-skid test. This little guy. Fantastic. Flaps 15. Nose wheel steering is on. Come back up here. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. Weather radar on. Taxi checklist. Taxi takeoff lights on. Brakes. Good. Autopilot panel. Set this to 9,000 feet. And then we click heading. Nav. IAS. Fantastic. Takeoff, config test, gust lock off, and then we can do it. Fantastic. Perfect. Go over here, select manage speed. Fantastic. Before takeoff checklist. Takeoff briefing performed, gust lock is off, flight controls checked, transponder TCAS are on and squawking. Boost function as required, airflow normal, cabin crew, yada 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 yada. Fantastic. After takeoff checklist is coming up. Alright. So, let's come over here, open up the Navigraph. We'll have a look at our taxi charts. Charts, taxi, airport info. We're going to go ahead and do a U-turn. We're going to hit November and we're going to make a left onto Sierra and hold short of Sierra 2. That's really about it. Stop the engines or wheel chocks if not in hotel mode.
To stop the engines to request ground services.
Not sure why I'm still getting that, but anyway. Let's look upstairs, make sure we got no whites. No whites, no whites, no whites, no whites. Let's go. So I chose this gate. This is where the aircraft last departed from. If you look on radar 24, I believe this part of the terminal has jetways. So I don't know if they're not modeled. Or I don't know if they actually have jetways. Radar 24 could be wrong, I'm not sure, but this aircraft doesn't, I don't think it boards with a jetway anyway. Beautiful Puerto Rico, San Juan, U.S. territory, if I'm not mistaken. Beautiful little island. I know they got slammed by a hurricane a couple of years ago, I believe. So we're going to go ahead and depart. We're going to, I guess, maintain runway heading to about 1,500 feet. Then we'll go ahead and make a right turn to our first waypoint. It's pretty standard for the ATR after departure to make very quick and sudden right or left turns. Line down the taxiway here. Let's go ahead and pull up some brakes. Hoping for a beautiful departure. You just never know what to get with the when flying the ATR. Showing us taxiing at 20 knots. Let's go ahead and slow her down. Transition alt is 18,000 feet here. It is preset in the MSFS, so for those wondering if I did not set that, it is 18,000 here as well as in St. Thomas, so all is well. Okay, we're gonna go ahead, landing lights on. We gotta start slowing it down. Can't be making turns at 20 knots. Line us up as best as we can, and somewhere there should be good. Fantastic. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll sync runway heading. And lost my mouse there. There we go. Okay, all is set. We'll go ahead and throttles up to notch. Holding the brakes, and off the brakes. Power set. Get rid of my little mouse here. Very twitchy on the rudders. Coming up on V1. And V1. And rotate. Positive rate of climb. Gears going up. And we're going to pitch for about 10 degrees. We'll maintain this runway heading. And we'll get it above, I don't know, 500 feet. And then we'll start our right turn. Little gusty. Straighten her back out. Beautiful departure. Gonna go ahead and put it autopilot mode. Yaw dampener is on. And I'm gonna gain a little bit more altitude before I go ahead and switch over into the climb power management mode, just because this aircraft, when you do change modes, it seems to level off the aircraft rather than continue to pitch for climb. So 2,000 feet now, we can go ahead, we'll go climb. We'll come over here to the after takeoff checklist. Landing gear is up, flaps is not up yet. This is what I was talking about. Flaps up. Throttles just did something weird. Okay. Flaps up. Power management is set to the climb. Engine bleeds off. Taxi takeoff lights can come off. Altimeters are check and check. Fantastic. Here's the airport there with the, I'm not sure if that's downtown Puerto Rico or just some condos or some hotels down by the bottom of the airport. Fantastic, fantastic. Heading up to 9,000 feet. We should be up there very quickly. Very bumpy up here. Typical Caribbean flying. So after this flight, we are doing a second leg with Silver Airways. And we're going to be flying from St. Thomas to Beef Island. It's another real-world flight flown by Silver Airways. Now, I have a question. I don't know if anybody knows this, but Silver Airways, when they do their Caribbean ops, does this aircraft fly from, I guess you could say, mainland U.S., they head to Puerto Rico, and they jump off to the islands and then come back? Or Silver Airways, are they stationed in Puerto Rico and then they just fly these flights to and from Puerto Rico? Comment down below if you guys have the answer for that, because I'm curious to know if you could just pretty much book a flight from, I don't know, where would this flight come from? Maybe Miami or Tampa. I think the aircraft can fly that long of a duration. I'm not sure, but we are doing a second leg. It is our last legs in the Silver Airways ops. We will be flying I believe Saint Martin to... I forget what I have scheduled, but anyway. It's going to be another airline. I'll tell you right now. Air Antilles. Air Antilles. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I apologize if I'm not. We're going to be doing some Air Antilles flights. I believe our first leg is going to be from Saint Martin to probably Pointe-à-Pitre or Fort de France. I'm not sure. And then there will be a second leg from either Fort de France or Pointe-à-Pitre to Fort de France or Pointe-à-Pitre. And that is real world ops flown by Air Antilles. Should be fun. After that, I believe we were going to be flying Liat Airlines. And then we'll be ending off with Caribbean Airlines. Barbados to Port of Spain. That should be fun. Both of those sceneries are done by, I think it's Final Approach Simulations. Great airports. And that will sort of conclude the ATR ops for the time being. We'll get back into it. I'd like to do some nice French Polynesian flights, or maybe some Indonesian flights. I forget which Indonesian airliner uses the ATR, but apparently they have like a lot of reported crashes in the ATR. I hate to say that's what they're known for, but they're not known for crashing. I believe they're just... A lot of the crashes that were done in the ATR were pilot error, if I'm not mistaken. It's sad, but it is what it is, right? Looks like we're coming up on 9,000 feet now. Like I said, very short flight. We're 6 minutes in and we're almost already at top of descent. Hopefully VNAV will work nicely, behave itself. Not sure how accurate those sound mods are for this aircraft. To me, it sounds like a King Air in the simulator, not in real life. I think in real life it sounds a lot. I lost my active frequency here. Let's redo it. 110.1. Enter. Okay. We need that for the ILS. Okay, looks like we're heading up now to cruising speed. We're just approaching 9,000 feet. Not going to put it in cruise power management speed yet. We'll wait. I believe we need to get down to 2,500 feet. Let's see. 2,100 feet. Lots of time. 9,000 feet. Check. Power management over to cruise. Fantastic. We'll wait for the VNAV profile thingy to come up, and then we'll go ahead and select VNAV path. VNAV path will descend us nicely. Then we're coming up over here somewhere. Or maybe over here. Very shaky on today's flight. Little 11 knot crosswind there, giving us a little kick in our ass. Safe to say, it looks like our speed is Was increasing, still is increasing. I think it's the fastest we've ever gone in this aircraft. If I'm not mistaken, the flight into Nassau was like, I don't know, 195 knots. There's our little VNAV doodad thingy mobobber. Coming up on top of descent any minute. I'll plug this down to 2100 feet. And we'll wait till we pass, and then I'll go ahead and go hit the VNAV button. Coming up on it now. VNAV path. Selected. We have a constraint to 2800 feet, and there we go. Aircraft's now descending. We'll go ahead and we'll pull the speed back. And we'll do our descent checklist, shall we? FWS, recall. Landing elevation, check. FMS, nav, perf, set and check. Minimums. We have to set our minimums. 415 on the ILS. As we wind this all the way up to 415. Oop. 415 is set. We'll keep bringing the speed back. We'll continue the checklist. 415. Arrival briefing has been performed. Fantastic. We'll come over to the approach checklist. Seatbelts on. Landing lights on. Altimeters. Come back up to Navigraph again. 299er2. 299er2 set. Cabin altitude check and set. Come over to the before landing checklist. Descending at about 1300 feet per minute. We'll see how that plays a role with this guy. Looks like we're sort of, I guess you could say, on par there with our glide. Go ahead and click the approach mode. I don't know if that does anything. We're a little high up on the glide, but that is fine. Looks like VNAV is kind of working nicely. So 2,800 feet. We need to be above 2,800 feet here. Course is 100. Set our course. Perfect. We'll keep flying her down. We'll have a look at the winds here. Winds are 130 at 8 knots, so we're going to have a slight crosswind, visibility 10, fuel clouds 2800, altimeter 299er2. And it looks like we're coming up on localizer. Keep the speed back. Glide slope is capturing. Aircraft should sort of level off. That is good. Missed approach, climb to 620, then climbing right turn to 2800. So we're on the glide now. We'll go ahead and set in our missed approach altitude, 2800 feet. That looks good. Cabin crew is advised. We're not going to worry about landing gears yet. We'll maintain the speed at 170 for the time being. All is looking well. No airport in sight, but it is somewhere over here. Got to maintain our speed. There is no auto throttle. See how many miles it's showing us out. I feel like sometimes this... Oh, still showing top of descent. That's great. 18 miles out. I want to say that's about 5 miles off, in my opinion. But we're on glide nicely. We are above 2100, approaching Jackie. Speed falling off. We got to go ahead and put in a little bit of throttle. And beautiful. Runway is in sight. We're going to hold the speed. Trying to hold the speed. It's running away from us. I'm going to go ahead and flip on the takeoff and taxi lights. We still got some time to slow down, so we'll still stay at 170. I come over here, and I think I can put the winds in. Approach, it's going to be 130 at 8. Plug that in there, fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and we'll go flaps 15. Power management, we'll go over to takeoff. Speed's coming back. I'm gonna go ahead, gear down. Landing gear, flaps, power management to take off, true low speeds, icing, external lights, check, check, and check. And we'll keep the speed up. And then we'll go to the after landing checklist. We'll go flaps full. And I'll go ahead and take the aircraft. My aircraft. Okay, we got gear down 3 green. Flaps are set. Lights are on. And let's see what we can do here, folks. Speed still rolling back. We got to get... Looks like VREF is about 100 knots. Let's try to butter this landing. Hopefully LRM will make us happy. If not, I have a backup. The in-game overlay that I use for you guys that shows all the flight information, there is I guess you can call it a landing rate monitor built into it, so I can go ahead and we'll enable that. Worst case. Worst case. 1 white, 3 red. We are coming in a little bit low here. Let's get ourselves stable.
Decision height.
Continue. Runway in sight. It's showing us 4 reds again. Showing 11 knot crosswind, but it actually feels very calm. There we go. 1 white, 3 red, 2 whites, 2 reds. Let's get back down. And we're going to smash down on those 1,000-footers.
200. 100.
Oh, little wind.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Into the wind, no reverse. Ooh, a little bumpy. Maintain center line. Go ahead, throw the reversers out. Not too bad, not too bad. Go ahead and we'll stow the reverse. And we'll exit right here. I lost a little bit of rudder there, rudder input on the rollout. I don't know what happened. Anyway, we made it. Welcome to St. Thomas, ladies and gents. We have made it. Go ahead, call up GSX. We're gonna go ahead, gate 4, no follow me. Flaps up. Let's do our checklist here. Radar, standby, flight controls, flaps, trims, landing, and strobe lights. Come back up top here. Landing and strobe lights are off. Anti-icing probes and true. And condition lever. We'll go feather. And we gotta slow down. Condition lever is off. And there is our stand. Taxi takeoff lights can come off. Beautiful. We are doing a second leg. I do have to restart the sim, or I guess reload into the airport. Apparently there's issues with the turnaround, so that's okay. I'll do a nice little cinematic cutout or edit of the aircraft deboarding. He wants me to go that way. I'll do what he wants. Sorry. And we are good right about there. Park brake coming on. Let's continue our checklist here. Normal checklist. We're gonna go ahead. Parking. Parking brake is engaged. Taxi takeoff lights are on. Condition lever 2. Feather. We'll go beacon light. Transponder. Tail prop. Set. Seatbelt lights off. And we will come up top here. We're gonna go, I think it's prop brake. Don't look at that. Prop brake is coming on. Ground power will come on. External powers are on. Crew supply oxygen's coming off. And fuel shut off.
Deboarding requested.
And we're going to request deboarding. There we have it. St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. Beautiful, beautiful airport. Anyway, that concludes the first leg of the flight. We're going to go ahead, reload the aircraft. And we'll do our second leg, short flight, 10-15 minute flight down to Beef Island. Another rear-wheel flight. Catch y'all in a bit. Hope you're enjoying the content, ladies and gents. Peace. going on, everybody? Welcome back to the second half of the video here. Currently boarding, not deboarding, the Silver Airways flight over to Beef Island from St. Thomas. We're doing another real-world flight flown by Silver Airways. Call sign today Silver Airways 105. Again, real-world flight. Short flight today. It's about 15 minutes of airtime. We're only going to get up to about 7,000 feet before we got to start descending. We are expecting, I believe it's the RNAV 25 into Beef Island. Usually landing on that end of the runway. It's very bumpy, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully I can get us all there in one piece. I do have the aircraft on. It's not loaded, but while we're waiting for the baggage, it's going to be the longest part of this. I don't even know where the bags are at. But we'll jump inside and we'll get things going. So aircraft is loaded on. We'll come over to the MSFS here. And let's get it all set up. Hit init, pause init, GPS confirmed. Fantastic. Flight plan init route. So we're Silver 105. It's the call sign. And we're going from St. Thomas over to Beef Island in the British Virgin Islands. We are departing off of runway 10, and there is no SID. One waypoint. I believe it's going to be Pasik. And then we are going to go ahead and select our RNAV 25, no arrival into Beef Island. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to depart off of runway 10. We're going to climb, and then we're going to start our right-hand turn over to Pasik, getting up to about 7,000 feet. Perf init tab, 7,000 on the cruise. Go over to the weight page, 16,058. On the zero fuel weight, fuel on board is 1286. And we'll plug that in there. And we'll come back up here. We want fuel at 1286. Fantastic. And payload 16,058. Perfect. 70% payload is set. Start our checklists here. We're going to go down to final cockpit prep. I think I had it there. Final cockpit prep 2. Parking brake is engaged. Altimeters here in St. Thomas. Let me pull it up here. It's probably 2992. 2993. Landing elevation check, FMS, comm, nav. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. 122.8. Just because we're good flyers. We don't got to worry about nav. Transponder will come on. And we'll set 2,000. Squawk. Fantastic. Fuel quantity, fuel on board, check. Engine fuel used. Reset. Memo panel, check. Power management, takeoff. Fan-frickin-tastic. So I'm going to go ahead and close the main doors. Looks like we've boarded our passengers. Baggage is here finally. Come over to payload. We're going to go ahead and set our takeoff trim. So CDLs is on. FMS and takeoff data is confirmed. Trims set, tail prop. We'll go ahead and bring that on board. Doors are still open because we're waiting for the baggage here. Beautiful airport here. Forget who the devs are, but I'll go ahead and throw the scenery description down below once the video gets uploaded. Y'all can check it out. Fun little airport. It has an ILS, so I'm wondering if there's any airliners that fly into here. To be honest, I'm not too sure. I'm sure there is, but Yeah, nice little airport. Looks good. Weather's pretty good, pretty calm out here. Can't complain. I'd love to one-day vacation out here. Problem is, it's so bloody expensive, I don't think I'll ever be able to. I believe there are some jetways on the back side of here. Could be wrong. But all in all, like, look at this view. Absolutely gorgeous. You got, looks like maybe some homes up here on the mountaintops. A lot of the Caribbean looks like this. A lot of island airports have these tall, forestry scenery looking mountaintops. Looks like maybe some houses up here. That'd be pretty cool. If you own a house up there, you can watch all the aircraft land in. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. If you are, go ahead and smash down that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate that. Trying to get up to 250 subs on the channel. We're currently sitting at 202. Should get up there shortly. We'll do a giveaway. Hopefully we'll hit 250 before I go on vacation. We are expecting to go to Florida in July. So another month and a half or so. Hopefully we can get that giveaway out. I would love to do that. So let's get up to 250. 87% of the viewers here on my channel are not subbed to the channel. So if you were not subbed to the channel, go ahead and sub to the channel. You can help yourself enter into a sim market gift voucher giveaway. Also, I always state, depending on the winner, if you are a Xbox user, I'll make arrangements to get you some type of, I don't know, marketplace gift voucher or something, or COD points towards it. We'll figure it out. 50 euros is a lot of money. If you go ahead and you do the conversion to USD, it's like 60 USD, I believe. So, baggage loading. I think that said 66%. We got our last little trolley here, last cart full of bags. A lot of bags going over to Beef Island. It's always a full cart. I see a little aircraft on the ground there. I don't know what the heck that is. I don't think I have any live traffic enabled. But that's pretty cool. Not sure if, I don't think that's airport aircraft. I'll have to check my settings. I don't think I have any traffic enabled. I'll check after the video. So it'll be an easy taxi. We're gonna push back. We're gonna go nose right, tail left. We're gonna follow this little guy all the way to the end of the runway. Couple bags. Last bag. Sorry, second last bag. That will conclude our baggage loading. We'll let it come in, and then we're going to close the cargo door. Fantastic. Finish our checklist here. Doors are closed, seatbelts and beacon lights. Excuse me here. Doors, seatbelts, and beacons are on and on. Come back down to the before taxi checklist. Come over to GSX. Let's go ahead and prepare for pushback. Departure clearance requested. Prop brake coming on. Go ahead, start right side engine. We'll get it into hotel mode.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
It's at 7,000 feet here. Hotel mode, Gucci. External powers are coming off. Ground power, wheel chocks. See you later.
Completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
Nose right, tail left.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes
Push.
released.
All engines clear. Start at will.
We're gonna go ahead. Right side, sorry, left side engine. Start. This time we'll make sure we turn off the ignition switch. Should give you a warning for that. Commencing engine number 1 starting. Engine number 1 starting. We're going to go ahead. We're going to release the prop brake. Not sure what it's doing. It's doing some things. We're going to wait until we get lined up on the taxiway before we go ahead and throw the condition levers into the auto position. Looking good.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brakes set.
We have a good engine start.
FWS. Recall. Cockpit comm hatch close. Condition levers 1 and 2. Auto. Anti-icing as required. We don't need it here in beautiful St. Thomas of the U.S. Virgin Islands. Wait for all this to clear. True. Coming on. Probes coming on. Taxi takeoff lights. Strobe lights should have came on. We'll leave wing lights off.
Unlocking gear.
Anti-skid test. Good. Flaps 15. Nose wheel steering. Check. Taxi check. Taxi checklist.
Disconnected. Bypass
Taxi
pin
takeoff lights already on. Thank you so much.
clear. Right is clear.
Brakes. We're gonna wait on brakes. I think one thing I forgot to turn off was the gust lock once I touch down. I'll do that next time. I'll make sure of it, I swear. We're waiting for the thumbs up before I go ahead and release the brakes, so he's gonna give me shit. Have a good trip. Parking brakes released. FGC PFMA is set. Takeoff config. is configured. Come back down here. We're going to go to the before takeoff. Gust lock off. Transponder is on and transponding. Fantastic. After takeoff checklist is up. Let's go. Just going to taxi out here. And we'll get onto the runway. We'll depart on out of here. Short flight. It says 17 minutes. I believe it's less than that. So yeah, I got a little GA aircraft here. Don't know what that is. Pretty cool. Aircraft likes to speed up at idle. 16 knots here on the speed. It's slow the F down, shall we? Pretty cool how they barricade this airport with all these big pieces of rock. I'm assuming that's so that when the water recedes, it doesn't, or rises, sorry, it doesn't flood the whole entire airport. Takeoff lights on and on. Let's pull the aircraft down a little bit here. Here we go. Let's line up. Okie. Looks like we're all set to go. 7,000 set. Slam on the brakes there. And speed is managed. Let's notch. Notching. And toga. Takeoff power is set. We'll try to maintain center line. Never a guarantee in this aircraft. A lot of left rudder. It's not even that windy right now. Whoa. Nelly. And V1. Positive rate of climb. Gear going up. Go ahead and straighten out our rudder there. Got a little building over here. So we'll take it up before we go ahead and start our right turn here. We'll go ahead and start that right turn now, actually. Looks like we're clear of the terrain down below. Autopilot coming on. Climbing on up. Beautiful. Beautiful departure. I like that. You know, Sobel really has to do a Caribbean update. I think that would be flipping awesome. I think that'll be flipping awesome. We're gonna wait until we get about 2,000 feet up. We're gonna go ahead. Climb power is in. Come upstairs here. Taxi takeoff lights coming off. $2,400 feet. Very bumpy. Flaps are coming up. It looks like I lost my top of descent there. I don't know what the hell happened, but do we get a top of descent? Oh, it's coming back. Oh, touching shit. There we go. Fantastic. Okay. After takeoff checklist. Landing gear up. Flaps are set. Power management. Climb. Engine bleeds on. Taxi takeoff lights off. Altimeters is set and checked. Let's get rid of you. Procedure complete. Normal procedures. We're going to go ahead to the descent procedure and we'll wait. So we are going I think over here somewhere. That's where we're going. Short flight. Super short flight. What we'll do is, I'm going to come over here, we're going to open up Navigraph, have a look at some things. We are flying technically into British territory, so this is our approach, the RNAV 25 into Rotown or Beef Island, British Virgin Islands. Transalt is 3,200 feet, so let's make sure we get that plugged into this. I think we gotta go here, and I think we gotta go here. 3,200 feet is set. QNH, we'll worry about that after. Since it's such a short flight, I'll look for the minimums. LNAV, VNAV, 750. 750 on the minimum. So we're gonna go MDA. Can we select MDA? Perfect. And we'll set this up to 750. Come over here, and we have to set it. And it stops blinking at you. Fantastic. Looking good, looking good, looking good. So yeah, there we go. Over here. This little island. Now there's a nice approach when you land onto the other runway. I believe it's runway 7 or 8. Beautiful approach coming into here. You come around the island. So basically, if you watch my mouse cursor, you come in down here, around, you get close, about 500 feet. And then you turn in. It's pretty epic. Pretty freaking epic. I should get some wing views here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm very sorry. Airport is... I think it's right there. Altimeter 29905. I'm going to go ahead and set that now. 1014 on the QNH. We'll come back over to the perf page. 1014. Plug that bad boy in there like so. And there we go. 7,000 feet. Coming up. It's kind of weird how they got our top of descent all the way out there. Is that right? That's probably correct. Well, what kind of a turn is that? It's a spike. Some cruise ships down there. One over there, one over there. Looks like we got a cargo ship out there. Another cruise ship here. I'm hoping I don't mess up this landing, because it's a really short and narrow runway, and I don't know if you guys do a lot of flying with short and narrow runways. It's really trippy when you come in. I don't fly at too many short and narrow runways, so it kind of plays with my eyes a little bit. Should be starting our left turn right now. Fantastic, fantastic. Power management to cruise. Nice, easy, simple flying today. A lot of our Caribbean flights are going to be like this. Nice and short flights, up to maybe 7,000, 9,000 feet. Now, I don't really like the waypoint, like how the waypoints are selected here. We should have maybe been vectored on sort of that heading and then turn in. We'll see how that happens. Or we'll see what happens. Not how that happens. We'll see what happens. But we get to do a nice little flyover. So, I need to get down to, looks like 2,000 feet. We'll go ahead and we'll select 2,000 feet. Little VNAV thingies there. We'll wait before we push that button. Aircraft really likes to speed up at lower altitudes. Okay, we're gonna go ahead. VNAV path is set. We'll wait for the aircraft to start descending. And there we go. Throttles are coming back. FWS, so we're to start a descent checklist. FWS, recall, landing elevation check, FMS, perf check, DHMDA set check, arrival briefing has been performed. Come over to the approach tab here. Seatbelts on, landing lights are on, altimeter set and check, cabin altitude check. We'll just kind of run through this since it's such a short flight. Should be an interesting turn here. Speed at 170. We're gonna go ahead and do this the right way. No need to be fast on speed here. So it wants us at 2,500 feet. There's a constraint. That's fine. That is totally fine. Let's check out this turn now. DNAV kicking in, my goodness. Go ahead and play with throttles and make sure we do not overspeed here. Gonna go ahead and turn on the taxi lights coming on. It's showing us about 16 miles. I'm gonna say it's about 10 miles. And we're gonna be landing into the sun, so that's even better. Poppies are gonna be hard to see. Doing a super crazy left-hand turn here. Just doing a arrival briefing here. Okay, winds. Winds are calm. I love that. Scatter clouds are 2,200. Temperature 29, altimeter 29995. Everything is plugged in. Set and set and set. Winds are calm. I love that. Let's go ahead. Flaps 15. Before landing checklist. Cabin check. Landing gear is not down. Ooh. I think the airport is right there. So we are going down to 2,000. I'm actually going to continue. We'll go down to 1,000. I'm going to go vertical speed. We'll go to about 600 feet per minute. See what happens. Gear coming down. 600 feet is showing us 4 whites. Just keep going down. Four whites on the speed. It's showing 3 white, 1 red. I wonder if this is going to line us up with the actual runway. We'll see. Actually, I'll keep it at, what is that, 700 feet per minute? 800 feet per minute. We'll keep it there. And let's go ahead. Flaps full. Let's get the speed way back. We got poppies. It's showing 4 whites. I'm going to go ahead and actually take the aircraft. And I'm gonna fly it down. Okay, ladies and gents, we got gear down, 3 green. Flaps are set. We're waiting for the speed to come back. We got 4 on the poppies. That is okay. Winds are calm, so that should make for a very interesting approach here. I can actually feel the aircraft moving all over the place. Showing the winds, as you can see, 11 knot crosswind. Here we go. We got 3 whites now, 1 red. Minimum continue. 2 whites, 2 reds. We're gonna follow poppies here.
500.
500, check. So much for calm winds. I feel it now. One white, 3 red. Let's try to get her stable. It's windy. It's not calm. It's windy. Coming in on a bit of a crab leg.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
And we're down. Maintain center line. Holy smokes, rudder. I don't know what's going on with the rudder. Anyway. 178 feet per minute. That's not bad. It's not bad. You gotta slam the aircraft down on these short runways. That's what I've learned. Anyway, we made it safe, ladies and gents. We gotta go ahead and backtrack now. Something weird whenever I touch down, I got this crazy, crazy rudder problem. Oh, is there a taxiway here? It leads you to nowhere. Leads you to nowhere. I forgot to put that to take off. Sorry. Don't watch that. I didn't even follow a before landing checklist. I was so worried about getting the aircraft down, so we'll pretend that everything was good after landing. Radar. Standby. Flight controls. Flaps. Flaps are up. Trims reset. Landing and strobe lights. We'll keep them on. We're on an active runway. Nobody seen nothing? Nobody seen nothing. Come over to GSX. We're going to expect parking. Gate 1. I don't know where that is. It's over there somewhere. Anyways, welcome to Beef Island, ladies and gents. Beef Island. I think I'm saying it right. Beef Island, Road Town, British Virgin Islands. We're here. We've made it. Landing lights coming off. Strobe lights coming off. Continue on with the flows. Anti-ice and true. And probe heats off. Fantastic, fantastic. Good, good. Condition lever feathering. So we got LRM came up twice. I'm very pleased with that. We'll monitor that and make sure that it continues to work. Landing felt a lot harsher than I anticipated. Did not feel like a 178. But I'll take it, and I do apologize for the sloppy trying to keep the airplane straight. I'm not sure where I need to go. Stand 1, right there. Condition lever is coming off. Again, scenery description I will put down below if y'all are just wondering who the devs are of these fine airports. Very good airports, very good performance, no complaints. We're on one engine. Or we're coming down a hill or something. I don't know. And this is, looks like our stand here. Somewhere there. Parking brake is set, so let's go do our little checks here. Normal procedures, we're going to go parking. Parking brakes are set, taxi takeoff lights are set. Condition lever 2, feather. Come up top here, beacon light coming off. Transponder is off. Tail prop is going to be in position. Seatbelts can come off. I'll go ahead and prop brake will come on. Windshield heat's coming off. Crew supply oxygen coming off. We'll go ahead and put the ground power and ignition lever is coming to shut off, and we'll go ahead and open up the doors. Wheel chocks in place. And request deboarding.
Requested.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gents. Made it down to Beef Island here in the British Virgin Islands. Just looking at the scenery here. It's the first time I'm actually getting a good
Passenger's
glimpse.
bus is coming.
That's pretty good modeling. Can't complain. Terrance B. Lettsome International Airport. Fantastic. Anyway, just want to thank everybody for coming out and taking the time to fly with me today. Greatly appreciate that. Don't forget, smash down that thumbs up button. I'd greatly appreciate that as well. Let's get this thing up to 20 likes. Hopefully you guys don't fall flat on the ATR flights. We're only going to do a couple more with them, so then we'll get back into the airliners. But
Passengers deboarding starting.
you guys have yourself a wonderful week. Stay safe, and I'll catch y'all on the next flight. Thanks a lot, everybody. Peace.